Good evening and welcome to the Southwest Junior High School Band Spring Concert. I'm Brian Watt and I'm one of the directors here at Southwest Junior High School. We do appreciate such a wonderful turnout to support these young people, and we promise you a fantastic evening of music. As the recording said, please, as I just did, turn off your cell phones. So this will be recorded tonight, and we want to get the best possible recording to show off the hard work these young men and women have done over the last semester. There will be DVDs of this concert for sale in the front lobby for $10 if you're interested in getting one. They have a very quick delivery date. I believe we'll probably have those by the end of the week, so if you're interested in that, please take advantage of that situation. Without further ado, please welcome to the stage the Southwest Junior High Concert Band under the direction of Mr. Omar Alonso.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. On stage, as Mr. Watt said, is our concert band under the direction of me, Omar Alonso. If you may have noticed, we had an individual who was a teacher playing on stage. I don't know if Mr. Watt said, but one of our students had a family emergency last minute. And so we had Mr. Morris step in to cover his part. So I really want to thank him. So can we please give him a round of applause? The concert band has been a really great band. They've done so much this year. It's been a lot of fun getting to know them. This is actually a combination of second and fourth period all combined into one band. So we have had about 3 rehearsals trying to put the pieces of music together. We've had about 20 minutes of rehearsal at each rehearsal, and so they've done an amazing job just getting all together and putting one awesome concert. Our next piece that we're performing is a piece called Done by Way by Carl Stroman. Okay, so on your program, you see that we're playing 4 pieces. As I said before, one of our percussionists was gone due to a family emergency, so we're not able to play that piece because it was a percussion feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into our 4th piece. But before we do that, I would like to present the awards for my band. I've got a couple awards. The first one I'd like to present is for my outstanding woodwind musician. And this award is going to go to an individual who has really been there since last year and has really stepped up as an individual. And he has always worked hard. He always shows up even when I think he's not going to show up because he's gone on a certain day that's really important. He assures me, I will be there for the concert. I'm not going to let you down. And that student is Marcos Sanchez. This next award is going to my percussionist. This percussion player has really grown as an individual. Not only that, this percussion player is always there to pick up after everyone. As soon as our rehearsal is done, I always tell my percussion, don't forget to pick up, don't forget to pick up, and most of the time, they forget to pick up. There's one individual who always stays in the back and just does it for them. She's more like, almost like a mother for them, and she does a really good job taking care of them, and she has really exceeded expectations this year. This one will go to Maddie Horn. My next award is for my outstanding brass musician. This one was tough to go for because I have some outstanding brass players, some outstanding woodwinds, the percussion players, but this one was tough. It's not many times that an 8th grader received this award, but I felt like this person has really met expectations, has gone through so many challenges that people have been putting up a fight for her chair. And she has overcome every single one of those challenges, and she has improved so much and has it's gotten so amazing. This award will go to Megan Cross. I've got 3 more awards. This next one is the most improved musician. I have 2 of these actually. One of them is going to go to an individual who started out in my 2nd period class and has improved so much. She wasn't able to count. She wasn't able to. She wasn't very familiar with her notes. I remember she struggled a lot as an 8th grader, and so we put her in 2nd period so I can help her work more one-on-one. And she came so far, so I moved her up to 4th period. And when we started counting in class, and I was trying to teach them, we're trying to come up with tricks to help them as individuals learn that. And then she one day was like, "Oh, what if we use our fingers?" And I was like, "I like that." So I started doing that with my beginners, and a lot of my beginners like this method, and I call it the Daniela method. So this award is going to go to Daniela Patino. Okay, this next award is also to the most improved musician, and this one goes to an individual who has had a lot of second thoughts about being in band and whether to continue, and I tried pushing this individual so hard and said, "Man, you got this, you can do this." And this individual has come a long way and has improved so much. Now she's just getting it on the ball all the time. She's like, "Oh, yep, oh, okay, yeah, got it," all the time. This one's going to go to Samantha Quintero. All right, and this last one, I feel like it's probably my most important award. This is the Southwest Junior High Band Directors Award, and it's presented to a musician for superior musicianship, musical achievements, and dedication. This person has grown so much. The person always makes me laugh, always makes me smile, is always pushing my buttons, but the good kind of buttons, and always is dedicated and always tries their best. This one is going to go to Melissa Ceja. At this moment, before we present our last piece, we would like to hand out our 9th grade plaques.
Each 9th grader this evening will be presented with a certificate and lists their individual achievements as well as our group achievements. This year at concert assessment in March, was that right? April? March? That's been a while back. March, Southwest Junior High School was the only junior high school in Springdale where both groups received the top scores from the judges. And we're so proud of their hard work and their accomplishments, and that's listed on their certificate. As we called it, yes, oh yes. We're going to call each individual 9th grader's name, and if you could please hold your applause to the very end, because it's hard for them to hear. There's no monitors to hear up here, so they're listening as well as they can. So we'll go through this and recognize each one of them. Evan Allred. Diana Alvarado. Jesus Morales Salgado. Ruth Barrera. Heidi Castillo. Melissa Ceja. Daniela Cordero. Andrew Corley. Victoria Duarte. Brady Duggar. McKenna Farrell. Allison Foote, Zoe Fowler, Iselle Godoy, Miriam Gonzalez, Roberto Gonzalez, Maddie Horn, Claude Iban, Jose Harigui. I had to practice that name a lot. Michael Landreth, Aaron Lehman, Wiley Lutz, Delman Makto, Wilver Mancia, Lance McDaniel, Caleb McLaren, Janelle Nunez, Maria Martinez Ortiz, Daniela Patino, Marcela Ramirez, Sabrina Ramirez, Maria Rivas, Our next student, Megan Roberts, could not be here tonight because she plays with the HAR-BER softball team, and they are at the state tournament tonight. And she's worked hard all year long, and we were hoping she can get back in time for this, but just didn't quite make it. So that was Megan Roberts. This is Brenda Rodriguez. Victor Ramirez. Nori Rosado. Braden Rose. Aaron Salasoto. Amy Sanchez. Daisy Sanchez. Marcos Sanchez. Andrew Scheffler. Israel Serrano. Kaylee Serrano. Tristan Skelton. Fernando Vasquez. Juan Sanchez Villagran. Noelia Villarreal. And Chelsea Zaccanini.
These are the ninth graders for the concert band. I've had them for 2 years, since I've only been teaching for 2 years, and they have been a wonderful treat. They have really tested me, pushed my limits, and at the same time, I have known them so well. I feel like I'm really close to this group. It's been a pleasure working with them, and I couldn't have done this year without them, so please give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. All right, as the ninth graders are going back to their seats, I'd like to say how much of a pleasure it's been working with them all again. They tell me all the time, and we want to play something hard, and so I always pull out something hard, and they're like, can we play something harder? And I was like, sure. So we always pull out something harder, and with all the testing and all that's in our way, we do our best to get as much rehearsal in as we can. And I know a lot of them told me, Mr. Alonso, you got to go up there and say something in Spanish, because if not, we'll be upset. So this will go out there to my Spanish students, so the Spanish parents will know what's going on. Es un placer trabajar con sus estudiantes este año. Ellos me enseñan mucho y también igualmente yo les enseño mucho a ellos. Es un placer trabajar con ellos y estoy muy orgulloso trabajar con ellos y no podía pedir por una banda tan buena como ellos. Our last piece will be a piece entitled Rites of Tamburo by Robert W. Smith. Thank you.
group you see on stage right now is the Southwest Junior High School Symphonic Band. It's composed of around 63 musicians, both 8th and 9th grade. If you were to go to any other school district in the state and go to their spring concert, there is a 99% chance they are doing music that is easier than they played at contest. If you were here for or were able to listen to our contest music and you just heard the concert band play, you know that we played harder music than we did at contest. That's the point, is to start increase the difficulty of the literature you're playing. And in doing that, I messed up. I passed out a song that I just knew they're not going to like this, but it's so hard it's going to challenge them. But I'll throw them a really fast and loud one and they'll love it. And so that'll be the exchange. Well, that backfired on me. They love the really hard one. I thought, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Our first piece tonight we're performing is 3 movements from a piece that has 4 movements. It is the Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst, and is a grade 5 out of grade 6. 6 is what college bands play. And high-level high schools like HAR-BER High School plays off grade level 6. This is a grade level 5. And this is the one I wanted to throw to him and see and challenge him. And if you were to walk into our band hall in the morning, at foundations time, or after school, they're playing this because they love it. And I'm glad they do. It is customary, as I told you during the pre-assessment concert, that during a piece that has multi-movements, to hold your applause until the final movement is played. And the way you can recognize that is if my hand, the conductor's hands, goes down. That's when you know to applaud. So we're going to start this part of our concert with 3 movements from Gustav Holst's Second Suite in F. That's a fun piece. Fun piece. Our next selection this evening is a one movement from a six movement piece that is a grade six. Um, the Southwest Symphonic Band played this a few years ago, and the kids just loved it. And I thought, let's try it again with some newer students and see what they think. And of course, they love it. This is the sixth movement from Lincolnshire Posy, The Lost Lady Found, by Percy Granger. At this time, we're going to be wheeling out some new equipment, different equipment, and present to you a piece of music featuring our symphonic band percussion section. Last Tuesday, I believe, May 13th, HAR-BER High School, under direction of Mr. Ford and Mr. Morris, put on a concert entirely with percussion sections from Central, Hellstern, Helen Tyson, Southwest, and HAR-BER High School. The first time we've done that, and it was awesome. We have a lot of talented young people. This is the piece that this group played, and when they were through, you could hear the other students were seated over here, and you hear them go, "Ooh," when they got through. So the other schools were very impressed with how we played. They've spent about probably 3 weeks preparing this piece. Mr. Morris comes over to Southwest on Wednesdays and Thursdays. He spends Monday and Tuesdays with Central, Wednesdays and Thursdays with us, and teaches beginner classes every day at Helston and Hill and Tyson. He's busy, but we do appreciate his time every week, and he's done a wonderful job with them. As they set up and to get ready to perform Lost Souls, I think we're getting close here. There is one person that I do want to recognize for a feat that does not happen a lot, either at the high school or junior high level. There's a young man in our band that for his 8th grade year and his 9th grade year was first chair, first band in the all-region band. I haven't heard of that. It's been a while since that's happened. But I would like to, at this time, to recognize this young man for that. And he's what we call a band room rat. If the doors are open, he's in there. And that's just awesome. But I would like to, at this time, please recognize for his achievement in both years of all region, Mr. Noah Wang. Noah. He also is playing if you notice there in those last two pieces, an instrument that we borrowed from HAR-BER High School, a soprano saxophone. I asked Mr. Ford if we could borrow it. He goes, yes, but it's hard to play in tune. I said, okay, I got somebody to play it. Oh no, that was, we have some players come through and it's really hard to play in tune. I said, okay, can I borrow it? He goes, sure. So give it to Noah. We haven't had one tuning problem at all. So that's a testament to Noah and his work ethic and his musicianship. Mr. Morris, are you ready? All right, here is the Southwest Symphonic Band Percussion Ensemble performing Lost Souls under the direction of Mr. C.J. Morris.
All right, as they are putting away, we'd like to present the ninth grade plaque awards to the ninth graders for their individual and group achievements before we play our last piece, and I promise this one will go a lot faster. Okay, here we go. Up next is Estella Aru. Brady Boatwright. Emily Boyce. Hayden Birch. Robert Bush. Riley Carson. Kenzie Creek. Carlos de la Torre. Stuart Doty. Aaliyah Emius. Kara Fisk. Betsua Galindo. Corey Garibaldi. Zane Gilbert. Daisy Gonzalez Almazan. Kyle Guthrie. Taylor Hayden. Jordan Hendricks. Josue Hernandez. Karina Lisette Herrera. Mariemma Hignite. Aaron Johnson. Kate Quasney. Allie Lehman. Bethany Ledbetter. Angel Lopez. Julia Ludeña Zumbach. Julia. It's probably on the back. Very, very back. Angelica Martinez. Zachary McCash. Damon Nelson. Jarrett Newsom. Jacob Pelkey. Abby Payton. Ashton Pogue. Anai Quesada. Amanda Joanne Remsen. Nathaniel Rhodes. Saber Thomas. Diana Toche. Blake Vitato. Noah Wayne. Caleb Womack. And Juan Zuniga.
There's one young man who is not here with us tonight, and I apologize to him in front of our group, and I'll apologize to you. This concert was supposed to be scheduled last Tuesday, the 13th, and with all of the EOC testing and all the testing we do, we decided to try to get more rehearsal time to make sure this concert was as good as we could get it, and so we moved it to tonight. And in doing so, Rhett Turner, who is not here, had done what we had asked him to do. Look at your, in the handbook we handed out in August, look at that and make your plans around this schedule. And he did that. He left town on Friday for a family trip that was supposed to be after the concert. Well, I changed it. And I've already talked to him personally and told him I was very sorry I was, and that I apologized to him in front of his peers and to our parents. But Rhett has hung in there. He's one of our most improved musicians. He just keeps working and has improved ever since 8th grade. So I have said some things to our 9th graders in symphonic band. We have 93 9th graders this year. As you can see, we usually have 3 concert bands, but with Lakeside Junior High coming online, we lost a lot of students to George, who lost students to Lakeside, and we're down a little bit just because of the we sent a lot of kids to George Junior High. I've talked to them already, and I did that on Thursday so I wouldn't get teary tonight. If you look on the back of your program, I think I worded it something like this: you've left it better than you found it. We are stronger because of this class coming through, and it's because of their hard work. They're the ones that are in the band room in the morning at 8 o'clock practicing. At 5:30, we got to kick them out so we can go home with it and see our families. And the 8th graders are following them because they set the example. I'm so proud of them and their accomplishments, and I wish them the very best. I hope you guys continue on in music. You've come so far and done so much and done it well that I hope you continue to do so. Okay? Thank you all very much. About 6:30, I received a text from Mr. Wagner. He was supposed to go have some routine dental work done this evening and ended up having oral surgery. He said, "Brian, I can come, but my cheek's going to be out to here." I really wanted him to be here tonight. If you don't know, Mr. Wagner is retiring as principal of Southwest Junior High School. I think he's been there since 93, is that correct? 1993, something like that. Mr. Wagner was assistant principal at Springdale High School when I was in high school. And so I've known him for a while. He's been an advocate, a supporter, a loyal friend to not just the band program, but to all of our arts program at Southwest Junior High School. I've worked in my 18 years of teaching for 5 principals. The first principal I had 2 rules. Don't make the parents mad. I don't want them in my office. And please make sure the national anthem is recognizable. That was my 2 rules. And go out and do your band stuff is what he said. Go do your band. Go make some noise. They all weren't like that, but Mr. Wagner has been superb and has been so supportive and done whatever he could to help us out. So we want to wish him the best into his retirement. With Mr. Wagner leaving, we have a new principal who will be joining our team and our family, and she is here tonight. I would like for all of you to welcome students and parents, Mrs. Shannon Tisher, our new principal of Southwest Junior High School. Where is she? There she is right there. I'm not biased or anything, but these are the best kids and the best parents in the school, so we're glad you're here, part of our family. Some thank yous real quick before I play our last selection. Thank you to Mr. Jeremy Ford, Mr. C.J. Morris, the directors here at HAR-BER High School, for taking care of us in all of our concerts and coming to help make our young people better. Mr. Danny Darrow, the band director at Helen Tyson Middle School, who started a lot of these students on their instruments. Jan and Jerry Bozeman, who came over to work with some of our sections to prepare for all region. The administration and staff at Southwest Junior High School, they love our kids and they're so very supportive of what they do. I do want to say a special thank you to my friend and my helper, Mr. Alonzo. He's starting to, this is the second year, he's starting to think like I do. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but he starts to do things without us having to discuss it. You know, work is done before we need to have it done, and that's why I like to work, be ahead of schedule. He's, as you can see from this year to last year, he has so much potential, and he has improved so much from last year, and last year he was good. So we hope to continue to see him grow at Southwest Junior High School and continue to work with him for many years to come. I see Mr. Hayward back there. Mr. Hayward, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you to the students for working so hard, and to you, the parents, for everything you've done for us to make us the best we could be. We do appreciate you. Here is our last selection for this evening, a piece that is just loud and fast, and sometimes that's good. There's a piece called Adrenaline Engines. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you again so much for coming out tonight, and have a good summer. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.